Welcome back to the show. You're just in time for Unfiltered. Today's guest is an award-winning travel and food blogger, speaker, and podcast host. Please welcome to our show, Mr. Jeff Jenkins.
Yeah,
Jeff.
what's up, y'all? Okay, I like this one.
Hey, y'all
I like this one.
We can get into it.
Jeff, I have to say, bro, you have the most amazing job I think I've ever heard of anybody having.
I appreciate that.
So you have a very successful, I guess, podcast would be the Chubby Diaries. Can you tell everybody what exactly the Chubby Diaries is?
Yeah, so Chubby Diaries is an online platform that helps chubby people travel around the world.
I love it.
But now we're just way more geared towards like social media and all like my social media content to just encourage and motivate people through that. So like I always believe that representation matters.
Right.
And that like when people see themselves represented, they'll get out there and probably do the same thing. So like scuba diving and doing all these like crazy adventures, like
love it.
If they see me doing it, it'll give them that umph to go try to do it themselves.
So you literally get paid to travel.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
yes, I do.
My God. Yes. I'm sending this one up. Let your boy get paid to travel.
Pay me to eat some seafood.
It can happen. Speaking it into existence.
Come on, we really speaking it to existence.
Let this woman get paid to eat crab legs.
Come on.
Let me be the crab connoisseur.
Come on. Crabinista.
Yes.
See, I got you.
You know what?
Smart. Okay, marketing. I see what you're doing there, Jeff.
Just call me Aretha the whole show.
Okay, Aretha.
Riri. So you're doing all that. You're encouraging people, which is great. What was your first travel encounter that made you realize that body discrimination is a real issue?
You know, I don't know if it was just like a moment other than just knowing, like I've been fat my whole life. So I already understood like how things work in the sense of like going and getting clothes. But it wasn't until I went to Japan. Japan was my first like international trip I ever took. And I was 20 years old, first time ever getting on an airplane. But yeah, when I got over there, man, people in Japan was really small. And so they were not as thick as people in America. I know I could go into some stores in America and I could find something I could wear. But over there, they looking at me up and down like, brother, we ain't got nothing for you.
Really?
Yeah, because it was just the size. When it came down to some of the different excursions I would do, like there's the size restrictions or the weight limits. And so that's when I started realizing like that was a thing. But the main thing that even got me started with Chubby Diaries is that I was like one of the only plus size people, like big people traveling around the world.
Wow.
Every time I would go somewhere, I never saw anybody that looked like me doing it.
Really?
At that time, like 20 years ago almost, like there wasn't nobody out there really doing it. And I was like, man, I know there's fat people around. Where they at?
Right, they want to do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I know that they're around, and I know they want to travel, and so it's like, how do I get that started? Like I knew there was some missing pieces there.
See, God made you juicy for a reason.
Come on.
So
juicy and healthy.
Hold on, so this leads me to my next question. I'm sorry to veer off Candle Beat Me Up. So I want to know, how did you monetize that? You know what I mean? Like I'm sure it started off as a hobby, but how did you?
Well, I went into it not as a hobby. I went into it like as a business from the beginning. And I think that automatically put me in the right position compared to other people. But when I started realizing people can make money off of social media, that's when I was like, oh, I need to like really get into this. So I started the travel blogging and I started the social media part, and I get brand partnerships. And so just even that picture right there was like me in Canada. And like these destinations and states bring me out to these different places to actually grab content and blog about it and stuff like that.
They reach out to you?
Yeah, they reach out to me.
Well, I would. God, please listen to him.
Come on, please.
I want to get paid to travel.
Please listen to him. Well, I will say this. Your whole personality just pulls you in. So I can see why they're actually reaching out to you, too. So I want to know about one of your best, like, most outlandish experiences, because you help people overcome fear. So either what was the craziest in helping someone or yourself?
You know, I would say scuba diving. And I feel like there was multiple factors in that. So I did go great white shark diving in a cage.
I want to do that.
But I was in the cage, and when you was in the cage, you still had to wear and this was in South Africa, you still had to put on a wetsuit. So I didn't think there would be a wetsuit my size, but I was able to find one on Amazon. I actually brought it with me because I'm pretty sure they didn't have my size and they didn't. So it's like, those are the things like I help, like tips and stuff that I give to other plus size people. But I went scuba diving for the first time, and this was after I did the shark dive. And like, I don't know that many black people that go scuba diving, and I definitely don't know any plus size person for scuba diving.
Yeah.
So the fact that I was like one of the first people to get in the water, to be able to do something like this that I've never seen on TV, on social media, anywhere, do that, like that, getting over that fear, the way I was even able to get over that fear is I started thinking about others. I make everything, any adventurous thing that I do, I think about the people that can be encouraged and motivated by it.
That's dope.
I will say this, if you come back to Florida, there's a place called Devil Den, and it's all scuba diving. Because I scuba dive.
Do you? Oh, wow.
I'm a fish.
Oh, come on.
I'm a fish.
Me too. I always tell people that. I'm born and raised in Orlando, so I was like, we got nothing but lakes around here, so like, I always grew up swimming.
And this one can't swim.
Oh, no, we gotta make that. We gotta change that.
I cannot swim.
We gotta change that.
Cannot swim.
He won't even help me. He can't even get
I can't
float.
float. I can't do nothing.
Oh, brother, we gotta work on that. And you know, your lung, that means you got some good lung capacity. So that means, if you think you can't even float, I mean, you just sinking right on that.
He just went like this.
Like an anchor. So Jeff, I know we got to close soon, but I have to ask this. It's on my brain. Can you just name some of your favorite places that you've been? You've been all around the globe.
Well, I mentioned one earlier, Japan. Japan is my favorite country in all of the world.
Out of everywhere?
Oh my God. What? Yeah, like the culture, the tradition, the food, the way that they bring out the food every time, it's like immaculate. Like you can go into like a gas station and the gas station food good. Like, that's how good it is. It's really like that, and it's legit. And so that, Italy, Spain, Costa Rica, these are all different destinations that I love. And my favorite city in the world is New York City.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on.
You don't want to wake that puppy up.
Let me tell you.
You don't want to wake that puppy up.
They sleep on New York.
I don't know why.
My bags packed.
And she just brought out her accent too just then. That New York accent just came out big time.
Die hard New York.
You asleep on New York.
Take me to the right bodega.
Come on.
Oh,
come on. Eat like you've never ate before.
Come on.
We done got her started.
I want some chopped cheese.
Come on. We have to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the show, guys. We are still here with none other than the Jeff Jenkins.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to the show.
Oh, yeah.
So this conversation is so much fun.
Yes.
I'm having a ball with you. I'm so glad you came. But okay, so we want to know more now about your awards. So you're winning content creator, amongst other things. So what are some of your awards and your favorite award?
Well, me getting the National Travel Journalism Award, that one's shocking because I remember even my family, back in the day, like being able to spell words. I always ask people like, how you spell that word? All right, thank you. But see, now you got word processors, text message typing, that it gives me that. So I always felt like, that was the thing that I needed to take me to the next level. But I never thought that I would win awards for like my writing.
Wow, crazy.
So I've won Game Changer Awards from like No Madness. I just got Austin 40 Under 40 Award. I won that actually like 2 days ago on Saturday. So yeah.
Congratulations. Just 2 days ago. Yeah. Congrats on all of that.
That's awesome. National Geographic.
Hey, and that was my next question. So in addition to the awards, you were on Nat Geo too. So how did that?
Well, no, I actually have a show coming out with Nat Geo.
Oh, hold on.
July 9th. So next month, or in a couple of months, on July 9th, it's an adventure travel show called Never Say Never with Jeff Jenkins.
Hold on. Wait. So y'all saw it here?
Never.
Never say never with. How did that come about, though? How did that opportunity fell in your lap?
Yeah, it did, really. In a lot of ways, me doing the social media, me being recognized. I've been on so many different publications, in a lot of publications, to where they found me from there and was like, hey, we want to make a TV show around you.
Wow.
I'll go to 9 different destinations around the world, doing all of these like travel adventures.
So we're speaking into existence, a #1 show on Nat Geo. We gonna speak it. We were talking about speaking things into existence.
Come on.
#1 show on Nat Geo.
Yes.
I eat the crabs. And
she gonna come on.
Come on. Eat some crabs.
I'll teach you how to crack it. I'll teach you how to crack bracket right.
We got the crab queen.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, I've eaten some really interesting things on that show as well. But it's not even a food show. But we did have one moment, like when I was in Vietnam, where I ate something like crazy.
Okay. Okay. So what? Hold on. So what's the craziest thing you ever ate? And how did it go down?
Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to give it away yet. Yeah.
Okay, tell us something that's not on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, I can tell you some stuff. Maybe like I've had like horse meat, horse stew. Yeah,
Horse stew?
Yeah, horse stew, and that was in Europe.
How did that taste?
It wasn't that bad.
Horse stew?
Yeah, it almost tastes like beef. It almost had like a beefy kind of taste to
I
it.
guess I could see
Yeah.
that.
That's how you feel about goat.
Oh yeah, goat. The fact that they eat goat is trippy to me.
Goat is amazing. I came in town just to get some curry goat.
I got you.
Oh, please, I love it.
As a matter of fact, we can make some together tomorrow if you want to.
I love it.
So I'm sure in addition to eating crazy things, you've done some crazy activities.
Yeah.
What's some of the craziest excursions or activities that you can't talk about?
Yeah, like doing class 5 rapids over waterfalls, scaling, like rock climbing mountains. I don't know anybody that's my size that has rock climbed, and they just threw me right in there and did it.
How was that?
Oh, that's me rappelling. No, that's one of them. That's me rappelling right there. That's me rappelling in the southernmost city in the world, Ushuaia, Argentina. And I went down, rappelled down this rock.
How far, do you know how far down you went?
120 feet, I think.
Below the Earth's surface.
Nah,
wait,
we was already up on the cliff.
Oh.
We was already high.
Okay.
And I went down to the bottom.
I gotcha.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. So, wait. You've done so much. Is there anything left on your bucket list that you need to accomplish?
It's a lot more. It's a lot more. Like, to me, like just traveling, I know there's like the ticks of like bucket list things. But yeah, there's like more diving I want to do. I want to go to Antarctica. That's still on that list. I want to like cross the Drake Passage, which is like the treacherous seas.
Yeah.
I want to have that full experience. And so, yeah, there's still a lot to do. And a lot of people and cultures I want to be able to just meet.
And you're influencing so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be a part of every scuba dive deal.
Oh, yeah.
The new suits.
Yeah.
Come on.
You want me to speak it?
You can do it. I'll take it. I'm going to take it all. Yes.
I just have one last question.
Yes, please.
One last question.
Go ahead.
Do you need an assistant? Do you need, I'm going to shoot my shot. Do you need an assistant just to, carry some luggage?
You got to swim, boo.
Oh, I can't swim. I will learn how to swim if I can.
And you know what? And another one is not get seasick.
Really?
Yeah. Man, I don't know what it is about people, like I guess me being from Florida, like I've been on boats too much. But yeah, a lot of people, producers, they all get seasick.
And they'll throw up.
I cannot,
You don't get seasick?
No, I don't.
Really?
They have the bands now for people like that.
Yeah,
Wait,
or
it's a band?
or you can put the little sticker.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one. So I'm glad. I'm blessed for that way. But yeah, maybe we can work something out. Maybe.
Okay. So tell us more about the show. What you can tell us. So.
Yeah. So it's a really cool show. Like I'm excited. Like this was the proudest project I've ever worked on. It took us 8 months from like May until December to shoot all these episodes. And I even got to go back to Japan and I learned martial arts while I was there. I mean, we talking like full out kendo suits, all of this stuff. And it's me on this journey. The whole show is about me stepping outside of my comfort zone. Me doing things like it says life begins where my comfort zone ends. And so the whole show is about me taking on these challenges and doing things outside of my comfort zone. And hopefully it motivates people.
Well, I will be tuning in.
I'm already motivated.
I'm watching this.
It's going to be really good. It's definitely one of those shows I feel like people didn't know they needed. So.
And tell the people one more time, when's it start?
Yeah, July 9th on Disney Plus and Nat Geo TV.
Ooh, we going to be watching.
Please,
I'm watching this.
I got to thank you for being on the show.
Thank y'all. I'm so honored to be here today. Seriously.
Man.
It's so good. We got to continue the conversation when we can. But we got to go now, guys. That's our show for today. Jeff, thank you so much.
Great interview.
Y'all for having
me. The best.
Thank you.
In the world.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely. But guys, that's it. We got to get out of here.
We'll see you same time, same place. Until the next time.
Bye, y'all.
On for the holidays, so I didn't have his little help around the house, so he came back last night.
I'm sure he was excited to get back home.
He was.
Yeah.
And so was the dog.
Oh, Tyson was gone.
Tyson has a whole jail cell. So my husband found this new cage.
Okay.
And it literally looks like a jail cell. I have to take a picture and
You
bring it
need to
tomorrow.
take a picture.
It's so sad.